Hey there, and welcome. We're going to talk about something really, really fundamental to being human today, and that's connection. But more than that, we're going to uncover a super simple, science-backed trick to actually deepen our bonds with the people we care about.
But first, let me ask you something. When was the last time you had a real hug? And I don't mean, that quick pat on the back you give an acquaintance. I mean a hug that actually made you feel safe and seen and really, truly connected. Just take a second and think about it. So, if you had to stop and really think about it, you are definitely not alone. It's kind of this weird paradox we're all living in, right? We've never been more connected with all the clicks and likes and followers, but a lot of us feel super isolated emotionally. We're scrolling through feeds with hundreds of friends, but that real, genuine feeling of belonging, that can feel like it's a million miles away.
And a huge part of the problem, I think, is that we're just going through the motions. We do all these little social rituals, right? The super fast hug, the quick handshake, that, hey, how are you, where you're already walking away before they can even answer. They're polite, sure, they get the job done, but they don't build those deep, meaningful bonds that we're all actually starving for.
Okay, but what if I told you there's a biological hack for all this? A way to use your body's own built-in chemistry set to just cut through all that surface-level stuff and create real connection? Well, it turns out there is. And it all comes down to some really, really cool science.
Let me introduce you to oxytocin. You've probably heard of it. People call it the love drug or the bonding hormone. And for a really good reason. It's a super powerful chemical our brain pumps out to help us form social bonds. When that stuff starts flowing, we feel safer, we feel more trusting, we just feel way more connected to the person we're with.
And look, this isn't some abstract scientific idea. It's the literal chemistry behind that feeling, you know the one. That warm, fuzzy, secure feeling you get when someone puts a hand on your shoulder or gives you a real, supportive hug. That's literally your brain sending a message to your body that says, hey, you're safe. You belong right here.
So, the big question is, how do we get more of this amazing chemical in our lives? Well, it turns out there's a surprisingly simple and really specific rule you can follow to intentionally get that oxytocin flowing.
See, the key ingredient here is time. A super quick touch, it just doesn't cut it. Our brain needs a second to catch up, to register what's happening and to kickstart that whole chemical reaction. So, how long does it need?
8. Just 8 seconds. That's it. That's the magic number. The science shows that holding a hug for a full 8 seconds is the amount of time it takes for oxytocin to get released in both people. It creates this shared physical experience of connection. How cool is that? And that one simple change, just the length of time, it completely transforms the whole thing. An 8-second hug isn't just a friendly hello anymore. Nope. It becomes this intentional act of creating a moment of safety and connection together. Seriously, the difference is like night and day. Let's actually break this down because the difference is huge. A quick hug, that's just a social greeting. It's polite, yeah, but you'll probably forget it 5 minutes later. But an 8-second hug, that's a whole chemical exchange happening. It feels meaningful, memorable, and the result? You get a real, genuine sense of safety and actual bonding. And this might be the best part. We're not talking about some massive, life-altering change you have to make. This is a micro-habit. It's a tiny, intentional tweak to something you already do, but with this huge biological and emotional payoff. Okay, so it's one thing to hear about all this, but it's another thing entirely to actually feel it. So I want to leave you with a little challenge, a simple experiment you can try, maybe even today, to experience this for yourself. Ready? Here's what you do. Step 1, find someone you trust, someone you're comfortable with. Step 2, just ask. Say, hey, can we share a hug? Step 3, hold that hug and just silently count to 8 in your head. And then, step 4, this is the important part, just notice. Notice how you feel, and maybe notice how they feel too. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just a fun fact to store in your brain. It's an invitation. It's an invitation to connect just a little bit deeper, to be more intentional with the people you care about, and to use the incredible tools that your own body is already equipped with. So as we finish up here, I want to leave you with this one last thought. In a world that can feel so rushed, so disconnected sometimes, you have the power to create a real, meaningful moment of connection, and all it takes is 8 seconds. So the only question left is, who are you going to share your 8 seconds with?